We all have words and thoughts we'd like to share. I've always held myself back, and now I'm allowing myself to speak. I grew up as a shy and introverted nerd. I was always fascinated by storytelling and camera work. I've dabbled in acting, writing, editing, and voiceovers, and so many other things that being a YouTuber kind of makes sense. But in the past, when this thought would pop up, I would easily dismiss it because getting in front of a camera and speaking to the entire world seemed daunting to me. Me, who's shy and introverted. So I never really did anything about it. Until recently. Well, more like the past 3.5 years, where I've had this massive hole in my life. I felt like there was this void eating at me and there was something missing. At first I thought it was because I was lonely and I could just get a girlfriend and everything would be fine and dandy. But I have no game, no riz, just very shy. So yeah, that didn't go anywhere. Anyways, back to void filling. The more I practice self-love, self-care, reflecting, and actually writing it down, the more I realized I was suppressing myself for who I am. I've known for years that I was holding myself back on doing the things that I've wanted to do, but I never really did anything about it. And I was emotionally in pain because I didn't let myself be me. You know those moments when you're on social media and you just see someone you knew back in high school or college and they're doing something cool with their life? And then you just sit there thinking, I wish I could do that. They're living a cool life. Why can't I have a cool life? Or, my life sucks. This is why I don't do social media. Because I can't stand those thoughts. It's also these thoughts that made me hate my life. Yeah, I said hate. And that's a strong word. But at the time, I truly felt that. Believed that and said that to myself a few times a day, daily. I would also have the thought, what am I doing with my life? Not even in a context or exclusive to social media, I would just think this. A few times a day, every day. And it made me feel like my life was empty. I felt as if there wasn't anything else that life had to offer. Besides the 9 to 5, traffic, bills, eating, taxes, sleeping, bills, hanging out with friends, binge watching, over-consuming, bills, all the things in between and repeat. Did I mention bills? That time in my life felt the most mundane. I felt so bored and empty that the things I looked forward to was hanging out with my friends, specific trips or events, holidays, and even receiving a new package in the mail. I don't want my life to constantly feel like I'm waiting for something, to look forward to something. I want to feel content and secured with my life, with who I am, and go for the things I want every day. Because I don't want that yearning feeling to stay yearning, and I don't want that void to stay a void. I want these things to change so I can move on with my life, because I know there's more to life than that mundane cycle I've been living the past 3.5 years. During a journaling session, I wrote about the one time I was scrolling on Instagram, and the idea of video journaling popped up, and it felt so right. The inspirational Instagram post was from a friend in college, where she was pursuing filmmaking. She grabbed her friends, she got a camera, and she rolled with it. I could tell this was something that sparked her joy. Sure, she wasn't the best, but she was definitely trying, experimenting, and getting stuff done. And for someone like her to come out of the woodworks, out of the blue, with what seemed to be no background in filmmaking, and to produce something that looked so aesthetic and cool, I was both awe-inspired and jealous. And then those thoughts came in. What am I doing with my life? I wish I could do that. They're living a cool life because they're doing something they want and enjoy. At that moment, I thought about my life and where I was, and just sat there thinking those exact same thoughts over and over again. This put the void front and center. And I know this isn't the sole reason for this void. It's many things, and it all centers around me not living the life I want because I keep holding myself back. That emotional pain of being empty and being jealous gave me so much direction. How can I fix this in a way that stays true to myself and is an act of self-care? How can I fill the emptiness within me? How can I stop myself from being jealous of those that follow their passion? And how can I grow to be the person I want to be? The answer was two things. The first one was one word: YouTube. The second one, being more myself. And myself, and trusting my gut, and my gut is telling me to go off script so I can read the script. When the idea first came to mind, it was as if all the pieces of the puzzle made sense, and it started to align with my hobbies and interests of my past. This was where my past met my goals for growth, and a path forward towards my future was made. This was a way for me to, number one, experiment, understand, discover who I am. Number two, romanticize the mundane. Number three, express myself creatively, have fun with cinematography, storytelling, acting, and editing. Number four, talk about myself because I don't give myself enough of that chance. Number five, improve my emotional intelligence. Number six, inspire others. Inspire you. Number seven, become more comfortable with who I am. There's so many things that I wanted to pack into this one video, but I also know I can make more. Each one with its own topic where I can explore more and dive deeper to who I am. It'll be like a journal, but in video format. Once I told myself this is what I want to do, this is who I am now, that void got so much quieter. In other words, I never stopped binge watching Netflix so fast in my life. The moral of this story, or as I'd like to call it, the cliche: when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. The Instagram post, even though it hurt, allowed me to find a path forward for growth. Hopefully my thoughts and self-reflection can inspire you, or allow you to think more about your own life and what it means to live. If you feel empty like I did, look at the things that inspire you. people or activities you admire, and if you notice a sense of jealousy or some uncomfortable feeling, it means you want something similar for yourself. Try out whatever that is. Who knows? It might lead you to something you'll love. Hey, I'm Moreland, but my friends call me Nico. We all have words and thoughts we'd like to share. I've always held back on mine, and now I'm sharing them with you.